Welcome back to Quick Bites. I'm Lauren Admirand, your trusted retail partner. Recently, I was speaking with a former colleague, and he mentioned they still reference the SOPs I generated when we converted software from MRI to Yardi. I was immediately flattered that they still refer to my guidance. But then I realized that had I not taken initiative at the time, there would be no person or manual to help the team get through budgets year after year. I left that company in 2017, and there hasn't been a team leader in place since then. Instead, it's my SOPs that are the glue that holds it all together. In retail, you typically have two people working on each asset. The manager is the face, and the accountant is the backbone. And the churn in these roles is volatile. There's a lot of responsibility, and the paycheck often doesn't match the hours we put in. I've always been cognizant that many companies treat employees like liabilities. It's been my biggest concern with the AI boom, and we're seeing mass layoffs in favor of implementing bots where humans should be. But we're not liabilities. We are assets. Property managers have to understand facilities and financials. In a lot of industries, you get to choose a specialty and focus on it. But in retail, you're expected to be an expert in contracts, customer service, investor relations, financial reporting, vendor management, construction, and operations. On top of that, every client has their own way they want to see things done, and every lease is different. So a great way to support your team is to commit to developing company-wide standard operating procedures that make the variables feel less volatile. We don't necessarily need an SOP for every single scenario, but we should start by identifying the high-risk areas, budgets, and reconciliations. When you're using a program every day, it's easy to remember the functions. But when you only do something once a year, it can be hard to remember the exact protocol. With an SOP for something like annual budgeting, you save time by having the manual in everyone's inbox when you're heading into the kickoff meeting. When you document procedures and operate your portfolio consistently, you're eliminating one of the highest aggravating factors of churn. In a property management position, you're likely a high performer, but not everyone learns the same way. It's part of the onboarding process that new associates familiarize themselves with the SOPs in place, but it's the responsibility of the company to ensure that there are adequate training materials in place to help those associates get up to speed. I've made a lot of SOPs at companies where I've held leadership positions, and the ones that adopted those have continued to thrive, even with smaller teams in place and when long-standing employees have left. But the companies that abandon those policies are still trying to figure out how to get a tenant from construction into rent commencement. Just saying. One last thing. Your software is only as good as the info you load it with. If the system is not integrated to do what you want, it's useless. If you have to reformat reports when you export them, it's not saving time. If you have to purchase a plugin so your software works, maybe it's the wrong software altogether. Auditing your systems and your data can be a really gnarly task, but it can also provide a clear path forward. Thanks for having another quick bite with me. If you're interested in learning more about building SOPs, send me an email or leave a comment below and we can connect. I'd appreciate if you can like, share, subscribe, add my channel, or comment below. And of course, if there's a topic you want to hear more about, let me know.